So today I have another option for you guys that is going to be one for those that are struggling with their credit and also having some trouble with their finances. This is for those people that are struggling right now to make ends meet. You have your backs against the wall and you really need some type of funds to try to get you ahead or keep you afloat because you need to do things for your family. This is one of those loans. It is, of course, one of those apply at your own risk because it is another high interest lender. And I'm going to go into detail on more about this account coming up. Hey everyone, if you've been trying to work on your credit and you have barely been seeing any results, you need to go ahead and take a look at the workshop that I just opened up that is currently free so that you can learn where you went wrong while you were trying to work on your credit. During that lesson, you'll learn the 4 don'ts when it comes to working on your credit, the mistakes people make when writing dispute letters, why you shouldn't only dispute with the credit bureaus, and also the accounts that people waste time disputing. Not to mention, you'll get to see real results from a customer who used my methods and they were able to get their credit straightened out and bought a brand new home within 7 months. So go ahead and sign up for that training today. The link is going to be down in the bio. And while you're trying to work on your credit, you have to see all 3 of your credit reports and scores. And My Score IQ, a company that I use for myself and for all of my customers, has a $1 7-day trial so you can see your credit reports and scores so you can know where you stand, because you can't work on your credit without knowing what's going on all 3 reports. So please check out My Score IQ. The link to them is going to be down in the description as well. Hello everybody, Will Frazier here, your credit expert, bringing you the credit tips you need to get your credit back on track, because what goes down must come up. And if you don't want your credit score to drop 500 points right now, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you can get notified of any new videos I drop just like this. So today we're talking about Jora loans, and they also provide lines of credit as well. Now, as I mentioned, this company is one of those companies that is high interest, apply at your own risk, and the reason why I'm saying that is because of how high the interest rate is. But again, I'm only putting this company up here and recommending them because there are some instances where a person may need funds in a pinch. It may be a lot going on and you just really need some funds to come from somewhere to get you some type of relief. And you know, if your credit is in a challenged state, it can be really hard to find places that will give you money. So this is one of those places that you might stand a chance with. And another good thing about Jora is that you can receive your money as soon as the same day. So the way that this works is you just apply from your phone, laptop or tablet, computer, anywhere. And they'll do a secure online application for you. You'll find out how much you're approved for. If you get accepted by at least 10:30 a.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday, you can get your loan money as soon as the same day. And that's at least by 5 p.m. Central is what they say. And they do also have some extra tools that they provide to people that kind of help you manage your finances and find extra ways to get income. So those are just a few extra things that they do provide to you. And that's this ThinkFlow financial tool that they have right here. And of course you can click there to just find out more information about how that works. And now let's go take a look and see more information on how this works. So if you're applying, these are some things that you need to know. You have to reside in a state where they currently serve, and I believe they only serve about 10 different states. And of course I'll show you where you can find out if they serve your state or not. You have to be at least 18 years old. Unless you're in Alabama, then you have to be 19. You have to have a job or a other proven source of income because they will check your income. You will have to connect your bank account because they do check to make sure that you have funds coming in, and of course to do debt to income ratio calculations and to see what your cash flow is after your expenses. So they do verify your income. You have to have a valid email address, and of course you do have to have a valid checking account so that they can prove your source of income. Also important, they do loans as small as $500, and most people, they say, get between $500 to $2,600, but the loan amounts do go up to $3,000 at max. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out how much it costs, which is very important. As you can see here, they offer more flexibility than some other credit options, and they do encourage you to pay back your loan as early as possible so that you can avoid some of those interest fees that they do have, because of course they know that it is high interest loans that they are providing, because they do talk about how their customer base is usually a more risky, when you're talking about credit wise, base of customers. So now you can see here, this is where you would select what state you're in. You can see in Utah at minimum 500 all the way up to 3,000. Now you can see the cost based on if you're paying bi-weekly or monthly, and the amount per payment if you're paying bi-weekly is about $216 to $232. And that's if you're paying bi-weekly on $3,000. Now if you're paying monthly, that monthly payment will be about $468 to $502, which is a little more than what you would have paid had you been paying bi-weekly. Now the reason for that, of course, the more times that you're giving them money, the more comfortable they are, so they give you a little bit of a discount there. Now you can see that the interest rate does not change dependent upon whether you're paying bi-weekly or monthly, but you can see that the total payback does change if you're paying bi-weekly or if you're paying monthly. And the amount hasn't changed, so it is definitely the frequency of your payments which can help kind of save you a little bit of money. And if you go here to try to see if your state is available, as soon as this pops up, you can go ahead and pick a state. Let's just check out Alabama. You can see $2,100 is the minimum amount that they have there, and you can see that the interest rate changed. It went to $185. Now let's see a different state. Let's try South Carolina. 326% APR. So these loans do definitely cost you a good bit of money to get them. And again, that's why I try to make you aware of the cost of what you will be getting if you do need to get this. But I do understand in some situations, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. And if your state is a state that is not covered, you will see this message letting you know that your state isn't covered. And they have all the states listed, and in about 2 states, I think, they actually do lines of credit and not loans. I can't remember which 2 that is, but of course you will be able to see when you go ahead and apply. Now just to check out a little bit more information, let's go to FAQ. And now I will say I did not find any information to say that they don't do a credit check, so it is safe to assume that they do a credit check. So don't plan on not getting any inquiry on your credit from applying for this. But again, if you have to apply for something, of course you just have to apply for something. Now a main question that I know a lot of you who are in that situation are going to be asking, again, how soon will you get your money? Again, if your agreement is signed prior to 10:30 Central Time, Monday through Friday, it should be in your bank account as soon as 5 p.m. the same day. Anything after 10:30 a.m. will be funded on the next business day, and of course that's if you don't have any bank holidays or weekends going on. And over here, do I need good credit to qualify? Not necessarily. In addition to credit score, they look at other things, of course, like your income and other stuff like that, to try to determine if they're going to give you a loan or not. Now, I did not see any information on what credit bureaus JORA reports to or which credit bureau they check. It is clear that they do report to the credit bureau, so this is of course something that you want to be mindful of how you pay them back, because you don't want any late payments to be reported on your credit report, and you do have the opportunity to build credit with them because of course they will be reporting that information to the credit bureaus. Now do with this company, as I mentioned with any other company, make sure you do your due diligence, do some research on them yourself before you try to apply, and be aware that this is a high interest loan or line of credit. So do make sure that you only apply for this if your back is against the wall and you really need to get funds some type of way, and your credit score is not allowing you to be able to do that, and you have to be able to, like I said, make ends meet. Then that would be the situation that you want to try to apply for this. And if you want to try them out, I have a link to them down in the description, so go ahead and check them out. And if you have any questions, or if you've dealt with JORA before, please make sure you leave a comment. Or if there are any other companies that you would like me to review or provide more information on, please leave the names of those companies down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.